you're not naming anyone else to be culpable, only Diddy. Now, the first indictment basically didn't really add much. It added 2 other victims, allegedly, but they didn't really put too much more in the indictment. The second indictment didn't add another victim and did not add any more defendants. What it did was it added what they're saying that Diddy also did under this RICO statute. So the RICO statute, they'll charge you with RICO, and there's 15 actually more than 15. So arson is under RICO. So him setting or blowing up Kid Cudi's car, that's under RICO. There is a sex traffic under RICO, even that's also its own statute. There is violence, there is guns under there, as long as you could prove it within that criminal sense or organization sense. Anyway, they added 2 more things under the RICO Act, where they're saying they're accusing Sean Diddy Combs of forced labor in this new indictment. They're saying federal prosecutors say he threatened to punish those who didn't assist in what they have described as 2-decade sex trafficking scheme. He's charged with sex trafficking and denied all allegations. On Thursday, they unveiled a new indictment against him that accused him of forcing employees to work long hours and threatened to punish those who did not assist in his 2-decade sex trafficking scheme. He's 55, but he's still facing a May 5th trial in a Manhattan court on federal charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He's pled not guilty. He said this before, and we'll say it again, and this is lawyer just basically saying the same thing. He vehemently denies the accusations. His lawyers say he looks forward to his day in court, where it will become clear that he's never forced anyone to engage in sexual acts against their will. He's denied any wrongdoings, blah, blah. All right, cool. So while the new indictment added no new charges, it described what the prosecutors call the forced labor that Combs demanded in connection with the racketeering conspiracy. It said that Combs and his associate maintained control over some employees by forcing them to work long hours with little sleep. That seems like bullshit. Through the use of threats to use physical force, financial harm, or psychological harm, and reputational harm. So theoretically, that could be, yo, y'all niggas need to get this project done, or I'm gonna slap the shit out of one of y'all. This seems kind of weak. In doing so, Combs, assisted by members and associates of the enterprise, caused these employees to believe that they would be harmed by losing their jobs, including losing their jobs if they didn't comply with his demands. Such pressure caused one unnamed employee to engage in sex acts with Combs, the indictment added. Interesting. This could be Lil Rod. Lil Rod was saying kind of similar things. In a letter to the judge who oversees the case, prosecutors say they expect to provide Combs' lawyer with additional details by March 10th, which is pretty much 2 days from now, right? They asked that Combs be arraigned on a new indictment on March 14th. In the statement, Agnifilio said many of Combs' former employees stand by his side and prepared to attest to his dedication, hard work, and inspiration they experienced while helping him build groundbreaking award-winning businesses. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. There is a possibility that Diddy beats this entire case. And he's clearly angling that he's going to take this all the way. The prosecutors thus far, we haven't gotten a pushback from May 5th as a trial date. They're coming with bullshit. Cassie is a legit victim, but I think he might have a legit case to say, yo, Cassie was down with the free cuffs. Did I beat her ass sometimes? Yeah, I did. Okay? But sexually wise, I have proof that she initiated a bunch of shit. She wanted to do the sex shit. But when she acted up, did I backhand her? Did I fucking chase her down the hallway and do whatever? Yeah, I did. Okay. Still horrible. But that doesn't bring on what would seem like a life sentence. And that's the problem. You get what I'm saying? So when I say I'm coping for Diddy, no, I'm looking at what the feds, again, I'm not looking at civil cases. What the feds have put against him, like, we all knew the Cassie case, I think that's a decent case. We've been looking for some real shit. Charge him with racketeering, maybe for murder. Tupac. Charge him racketeering for what some people feel like is Kim Porter's death. Charge him for racketeering for like all of these things that people have like linked him to, but no one's ever like charged him to. Like maybe this was the time they were gonna figure all this out, but it feels like they haven't. They're just coming up with bullshit. That's my point.
I mean, I can understand somebody having that point. Hell, I could understand Diddy feeling that way because it's just, you know, at this point, it's like, all right, what's the evidence? Because that's what we're truly waiting on. We're waiting on the prosecutors to present the evidence that puts Diddy under the jail. Now, we got leaks of that evidence. Oh, we've seen the tapes. We've seen who's on the tapes. And we've seen what those freak-offs are. This nigga had 200 bottles of fucking lube. You know, not 200. He had a warehouse full of lube. Okay, a lot of lube and baby oil. It was some nasty shit. I'm telling you. But if they don't, you know, really show us that this nigga Diddy was like running a sex trafficking criminal enterprise, which is what they're basically prosecuting him for. And yeah, him being on Cassie is disgusting. But at the end of the day, bro, y'all love Chris Brown, right? Y'all seen the beat he gave Rihanna? We let that go. I'm sure hip-hop and the rest of the world will let him beat on Cassie go. Unfortunately, not right. Not saying it's right, but that's just how the world works. I'm just saying. Chris Brown beat on Rihanna, gave her a black eye. And we fast forward to now. He's a Grammy-winning artist. Residuals. I'm hearing everybody sing that shit. It's a good-ass song. I even sing it. I'm just saying. I love Chris Brown. I fuck with that 1111 album. But I'm just saying, let's be honest. Him beating on Cassie, like, I'm glad she got her justice and got paid for that and what had happened and everything. Like, she got justice out of that. Or, you know, unfortunately, the world is able to move on from that. But we need real evidence and proof presented to us that Diddy is truly a nasty nigga. Like, present the evidence at this point. Because if there is no evidence, and he wasn't running a sex trafficking scheme from 2004 to 2024, goddamn, that's 2 decades of running a fucking organization, and y'all haven't just put him under the jail yet. Something's not up. Will I say he will beat the case? I don't know. Depending on the charges, I don't know. But hey, either way, we shall see. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below about all this. As always, am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.